welcome back to another episode of SPL Social with me, Ash. In today's episode, we are joined by two young starlets in the Singapore football scene and Albirex Niigata, and they're going to be trying some really cool food with me. Let's go! And welcome back to another episode of SPL Social, and today we are out and about at Home Team Balestier at Jom Seafood Makan Restaurant with two very special guests. Highly requested, I have to say. Of course, we have one of the youngest footballers in Singapore football, Ilhan Fandi, of course, is back with me here today on SPL Social, and of course his teammate. He's looking very nervous here. Kodai Tanaka is back with us again as well. Thank you so much, arigato, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Okay, firstly, how are you guys feeling? About the season so far.
For me, the season's going pretty well. Unlucky to be out due to injury, but ready to go. Rehab is going quite well, and for me, joining a new team, new ambitions, so it's going well for me. Thank you.
Ilhan, I saw that you were, messing about with him before he started. Is it because, he's English?
Nah,
How's your English?
I'll help him out.
How are you, Kodai, coping in Singapore?
I'm fine.
It's good.
Okay.
You are good? Okay. Okay, guys, while we wait for the food, I'm going to ask, this gentleman here a little bit about the season. Of course, you are the March Young Player of the Month, so congratulations, Kodai. How do you feel about that award?
非常に光栄に思ってます。チームメイトとか関係者含めていろんな人がいないと取れない賞なので本当に嬉しく思ってます。
Okay, speaking of teammates, Kodai, you have here one of your teammates as well, Ilhan, who just recently signed. So, Ilhan, how do you feel about joining Albirex? Everyone was surprised actually about that, wasn't they?
Yeah, obviously, it was big news. Obviously, very happy to join Albirex now for the remaining of the season. Got a lot of things on my mind. I want to try and do well as a team, meet the team's target and my personal goals. So obviously, we have a good striker here with us also. Can't wait to partner him up top. So really excited to get started. Yeah.
And as you can see, the food is already here. Kodai, is this your favorite dish, of course, coming from Japan?
もう大好物です。
So speaking of food, Ilhan, we've just finished Hari Raya. I wanted to ask you, how did you celebrate Hari Raya with your family?
Obviously, I celebrated Hari Raya with my family when visiting after 2 years, if I'm not wrong, because of COVID, we couldn't go out and things like that. So it was really good to get around, see family, and obviously enjoy the food. I gained a bit of weight, but soon I'm gonna lose it. So it was definitely good to see the family after quite some time. So and just a family bonding time. Yeah,
it's nice to see that as well. And Kodai, I want to ask you, how do you spend, your break and, with your friends? Did you do anything special to, and relax perhaps?
チームメイトとご飯食べに行ったりはもちろんしたんですけど、基本は自分一人でゆっくりする時間が好きなので、本当にプールに入ったりとか、そういうリラックスする時間の方が多かったです。
Thank you.
Wow, the food looks good, guys. What did you order?
I think over here we have the Wagyu Don, so this is what I ordered because outside I like to eat Wagyu beef, so yeah.
Okay, what about you, Kodai?
サーモン丼、どこで食べるにしろ結構サーモン食べるんですごい好きなものになってます。
Wow, my food is here. I wonder what it came. Okay, thank you so much. It's salad, right? I don't think I ordered salad, but okay. Kodai, you have scored 8 goals in the season so far. What is your goals for this entire season?
チームのために一つでも多くの点取ることっていうのが常に自分がどこで話す時も言ってて、今チームがまだ3位っていう状況なんですけど、これからもっと上に行くためにも自分のゴールでチームを勝たせるっていうのは必要なことだと思ってるので、これからどんどん点取っていきたいと思ってます。
Okay, and it's going to be a long season ahead. Ilhan, I wanted to ask you, you came from Young Lions, right? And you were there a couple of years. So many people want to know like why you decided to, join Albirex from Young Lions.
Obviously, it's a big step, and also obviously everyone's goal and my goal is to play overseas, and I want to get out of my comfort zone and test myself before I try and go abroad. So I think Albirex will allow me to get out of my comfort zone because we speak the different languages and it's going to be a bit difficult for me to adapt, which I'm adapting quite well with. So yeah, that's one of the reasons, and the footballing style is I want to mature a bit more and try and learn from the Japanese players. Yeah.
Kodai, before Ilhan joined, did you hear anything about him and what who he is in Singapore football?
もちろんその入るっていうのは、噂では聞いてたんですけど、イルハン最初はもう本当かっこいいやつだなっていう印象があって、でもプレーちょくちょく見たりしてて、すごい、ヘディングの打点だったりとかちょっとした細かい動きとかも上手くて足元も上手くてすごいいい選手だなって印象は持ってます。
Ilhan, since I asked you about Kodai, so what have you heard about him, before you joined Albirex?
He's like a very lethal striker, like a fox in the box. He stays around that area and still can score. And yeah, he's strong. The only thing I thought about was playing with him and Sadanari up front. So it'll be a good combination. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Kodai, how is your English now that you've joined Albirex? Have you taken any English lessons?
一応毎日英会話受けてるんですけど、ちょっとみんなに話せるレベルじゃないから、もうちょっと喋れるようになったらちゃんと話します。
Kodai, can you say a sentence in English? One sentence.
My favorite food is sushi.
Yay!
Good, eh?
Very good, very good. Okay. And Ilhan, what about you? Have you mastered any Japanese yet?
To be honest, just a little. I think it's just as good. Ine, and just ine and konnichiwa. Yeah, that's all.
How do you say my name is Kodai? My name is in Japanese. How do you say? Watashi wa?
私は広大です。
Kodai desu. So how do you say?
私はイルハンです。
Say again?
イルハンです。
Washa?
私は
Watashi wa Ilhan.
Yeah, okay. Good.
Okay, Kodai, how do you say I am the best striker in the SPL?
SPL の中で日本語すればいいですよね。中で一番いいフォワードは誰ですか？
Sorry, I can't.
Okay, so let
わかりません。
Wakarimasen.
わかりません。
Wakarimasen.
Okay. I don't know. わかりません。
Wakarimasen. Oh, I
セ
don't
ンミ
know.
ン、
Oh,
セ
yeah.
ンミン。
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, we're getting some Japanese lessons here. Let's go on to the questions. I feel like a little bit of nervousness. Okay. You spoke about, going overseas, and now you have both your brothers are playing the Thai league, right? Are you hoping to also go in that direction, or you want to go to Europe first? What's your plans?
To be honest, doesn't matter which route. I just don't want to rush into it. I just want to try and develop as a player because I'm still young, and I want to get as much exposure. And if it's to Europe or to Thailand, I'm fine with both. I just want the best for my career and see where I can do well. Yeah.
Kodai, who is your closest friend in the team?
昨日いいフリーキック決めたマサヤっていう選手が同じ部屋でよく部屋の中でゲーム任天堂スイッチってゲームやって遊んだりしてます。
Ilhan, back to you. We've seen you singing and dancing on TikTok and social media, right? So I have to ask you, is that like a hidden passion of yours?
No, I just do it with the boys because it's quite fun and just vibe with the boys. Sometimes the boys just feeling themselves a bit, so I just have to join in. So yeah.
Okay, speaking of that, Kodai, I want to ask you. Now we're here eating this. So usually before a game, what do you eat? What's your normal routine?
ご飯を多く食べます。
What's your pre-match meal usually?
Okay, it's kind of weird. It's just pasta, but it has to be the pesto, the green pasta. And I don't know why, but after like there was one game I played kind of well, played quite decent, and then from then onwards I told my helper I just want to eat this every single day, game day. So from now onwards I only eat pesto.
Is it with chicken or?
Yeah, with chicken. Yeah.
Wow. So that's
Pesto with chicken or pesto with salmon. Yeah.
nice. Any like pre-match routines, besides that, is there a specific mood or music you listen to?
I think more of the food.
More of the food.
And just do normal stretches as footballers should do. So yeah, that's my routine.
Nice. And Kodai, for you, any routine before a game, besides the food, any music you listen to, any film that you watch maybe?
っていうのは部屋をきれいにすることと、あとはまあ本当に自分の得点シーンをいっぱい見て、その自分の得点するイメージを浮かばせることです。
Alright, now it's time for us to get the players to answer the fan questions. Thank you so much, of course, for submitting all your questions for SPL Social. Ilhan, I'm going to go with you first from XStorme. He or she wants to know what inspired your haircut.
Oh. Not Phil Foden, by the way. I think it's just neat and tidy for the games,
Yep.
It doesn't get in my face a bit too much, and I think if it's short and clean, you'll look decent on the pitch. So yeah, if you look decent, I think you play decent. I think so. So yeah.
Okay, nice one. Kodai, question for you. Have you ever danced to Tequila before we sang your song? The Swan Army wants to know.
あるわけないやん。ない。No.
Okay, that's the correct answer, by the way. Ilhan, another question for you. How's your recovery doing? And, when can the fans see you play in the Oranye, the orange kit of Albirex?
Obviously, my recovery is going pretty well, very good actually. Can't wait to be back on the pitch. As players, we are always eager to get on the pitch, but we have to seek approval from the physios and things like that first. But for me, I feel really good now. I'll be back soon, that's for sure, and can't wait to get on the pitch and get my debut and try and play well for Albirex Niigata this season. Yeah.
Nice. Kodai, I can't read this person's username, but he or she wants to know what is your favorite thing about Singapore?
プールに毎日入れることですね。それしかないです。
Was it because it's very different for you back in Japan? Was the weather different? Was there no beach near where you lived?
一年中こっちは入れるんで、もう本当暑くてプールがないともう生活できないぐらいの気候なんで、本当助かってます。
From Ilhan, this is from Confederal. He or she wants to know, can you persuade more older players in Young Lions to move so that they can develop?
That's a very tough question. I think each individual have their own targets, so I'm sure each has their way or which path they want to take. So I think they can make that decision for themselves. I'm sure like loads of the players are trying to go out and try and expand their footballing career, but maybe it's not the right time or things like that. So, but they definitely have a target, and I'm sure they'll meet it. Yeah.
Speaking of friends, we had Ricky as well as Raihan in last episode, and we were talking about you, and your close group. So, maybe you can share with me as well, like how you guys support each other. Even with Jacob having his ACL now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously we have like a group chat, like a boys group chat and things like that. And obviously I made most of my friend group from football. So I'm really glad to have them as my friends and to like be on the same team. But now not anymore, but now to be rivals and things like that. But it's fun because after the game we can talk about it and laugh about it. So yeah, but on the pitch we go crazy. Like if it's, even though it's your friend, but you have to go hard and things like that. So it's cool to have your friend knowing your profession and he does the same thing. So
yeah, it's all about being a professional, isn't it? Kodai, I want to ask you, do you like the cheer swan that the army makes for you? Do you remember how they sing for you?
いや、もちろん思い浮かびます。まあ自分のすごいちゃんとが好きで、もう本当毎試合点取ったら毎試合聞こえるんで、もう頑張って毎試合点取るように努力してます。
Okay, now we go to favorite player of all time. Ilhan, I want to ask you, who's your favorite player of all time, local and international?
Oh, local. Okay, we go with local first. I mean, I look up to a lot of players. The first person who caught my eye was...
Of course, your dad.
No.
Not your dad.
No. It was Safwan.
Yes.
Safwan. During Lions of time, I was like, how can this guy jump this high?
Yeah.
He wins all the balls in the air. So he caught my eye, and then role model wise, I'll say Haris Harun. Yeah, well-rounded footballer, professional. Yeah, and also who else?
Everyone's out there like, is it going to be me?
Yeah, I say for me, Safwan stands out for me.
And you're quite close to him, aren't you? I've seen
I mean, yeah, we get along well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has to be Safwan who caught my eye when I not first started watching football, but like Lions of days, if you guys know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was him.
International footballers?
Ooh,
Are you a Cristiano or Messi?
definitely a Messi fan. I know he's not having the best season, but it's Messi.
Okay,
yeah,
okay. Kodai, for you, who's your favorite international? Any Japanese player that you look up to, or your game you try to emulate?
Oh, so my favorite soccer player is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay. Can you do the celebration?
Yeah.
No, not ooh.
一緒にやるって言っといてください。一緒に。
Let's do it together.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
okay.
do together.
Okay.
Okay.
No, but I'm Messi fan. But I'll do it for you.
Okay. So they're going to do the Ronaldo celebration together, guys. 3, 2, 1.
Su.
Okay, any Japanese player, Kodai, that you look up to? Because Japan has clearly a lot of star players, right?
いやもちろんリータドナリー選手でお願いしま
Oh,
す。
it has to be him. Yeah. If you don't say Lita,
Can you do his celebration? He does the yeah. So about Tadanari, are you close to him in the team? Does he give you any advice as well?
いやもう毎日喋ることが自分にはないものなので本当に新鮮なこと言ってもらってとても勉強になってます。
Favorite local food, Ilhan?
That very tough one, but has to be chicken rice. You can't go wrong with chicken rice. I can eat that for the rest of my life.
Really?
Like if you have to only have one meal, it'll be chicken rice. You can't go
Roasted
wrong.
or steamed chicken rice?
Roasted.
Okay.
The soup is important also. Soup.
Is there like a specific place you like to go to eat your chicken rice?
Yeah, Rex.
Me too. I love Rex. Yeah,
Rex.
Rex is pretty good.
Rex.
Yes. Yes. And what about you, Kodai? Your favorite local food? Since you've been in Singapore, did you try anything from our local delicacy?
金ライスです。はい、my favorite food.
You know, guys, this is like the 9th episode, and every single episode, every player has said chicken rice.
It has to be chicken
It's
rice.
the protein, right? It has to be that, right?
The rice
Yeah.
is just not normal white rice. It's proper like solid rice.
Okay. Okay, guys, I want to ask as well, Ilhan, do you have any funny story to share from playing overseas? You know, when you were with the national team, or with your any prank? Last week Raihan did share something that happened at Warriors, but of course I know some of it cannot be told to the public. But any prank or?
I don't have it on my mind right now, but yeah. So I don't know.
Okay, what about
Yeah.
you, Kodai? Any pranks that you played before on your teammate, or maybe during a birthday session you did something?
シュート打とうとしたらドリブルしててちっちゃい頃ですけどドリブルしてて片方のスパイク脱げてでももう続けるしかないからドリブルし続けてシュート打つ時にもう片方脱げて最終的に2個靴脱げてもう裸足っていうかソックスでシュート打ってるっていうエピソードですね。
So I hope that we can find photos of that, momentous occasion, as I said. Okay, Kodai, I want to ask, because Albirex is also like a university team, right? You guys always have players who go to university. So I want to ask, is it very challenging for you to balance studies and football at the same time?
サッカーやる時間は本当に限られてるし、勉強やる時間も本当に一日の中でも限られてる時間だと思うんで、その限られた時間一緒になることはまずないと思うんで、もう本当限られた時間を 必死にその時間だけやるっていうのが大事かなって思います。
Alright guys, we've come to the end of today's episode, and of course, before you guys tuck in, I want to ask if Ilhan and Kodai can have send a message to fans of the SPL out there. Maybe Ilhan, for you first.
Hi, I'm Ilhan Fandi. I just want to say continue supporting the SPL social. Keep up for the next episode, and also don't forget to catch me and Albirex Niigata in the SPL this season and cheer us on. Thank you.
Kodai, a message for all the fans of Albirex and also SPL.
Hi, I'm Kodai. アルビレックスの勝利のためにいっぱい点取って最終的にはイルハンと2人で得点を争いできるように頑張るので応援よろしくお願いします。
Thank you very much, guys, both of you, for joining me today, of course, and I hope that you all enjoyed the food and also today's episode. And don't forget, of course, tune in for the next episode of SPL Social and follow us on all the social media outlets. See you guys.